Good evening, all of you. I am Tanu Baswan, Assistant Professor English, Government College Kekri, Ajmer from Rajasthan. So today I will talk about the topic proverbs and idioms in English language. How do they work and how they are used and what is the importance of proverbs and idioms. So let's take on the next slide. Uh, Proverbs and idioms in English language. Of course, this is proverbs and idioms, which is known as lokukti and muhavre in Hindi. They are also found in English language, and they are the native expression of English language. It communicate ideas and it create a kind of vivid and image and imagery, the imaginative and vivid images that convey the idea in actually. And it enrich the literature because they are the part of literature and very basic part of literature and the linguistics and the communication, figurative speeches, and like this, and expressive, meaningful, and improved communication. Proverbs and idioms, these are expressive, provides they express our ideas. Actually, they are meaningful. They have they have sense actually, and it improve upon our communication. It reflects culture and society because this is the linguistics part of life that reflect culture and society, because it convey natural expression of the people, and it convey actually the native perspectives on the situation, and it is a part of everyday life because the situation that comes in life every day and uses or preserve traditional knowledge and advice about human behavior. Of course, they preserve traditional knowledge and advices about human behavior. What happened? These are all about the general truth or general thing in life. So here we will first talk about the proverbs. And what are the proverbs? Proverbs, which we know as lokoktiya in Hindi. The proverbs are generally popular piece of advice and reflect moral wisdom. And these are the observation based on experiences by our ancestor and brief, well-known saying on shared life advice, common knowledge. It means that proverbs are actually one sentences that are the result of the experiences, and then they provide the observation and conclusion. If these situations arrive or this situation arises, then these things happens, and to avoid the sufferings and or to gain something good, you have to do these things. So these advices or these things or these general truth, they convey actually the general truth and common knowledge. These common knowledge and general truth how are conveyed through the observation, which is based on the experiences of human lives. So these experiences and observation provide us a conclusion which could which will be helpful. So these are that is why the proverbs are the popular piece of advice and reflect moral wisdom, what you should do and what you should not to do. Okay, so the statement generally has meaning under it. So in the proverbs, what you have that actually the statement or the one sentence convey the meaning. The literal meaning is not far away from the real meaning of it. So the statement generally convey what the real meaning is. ऑफन दैट हैपन्स. सो द लोकोक्ति है जिनको हम कहते हैं ना कि बड़े बुजुर्गों की सलाह होती है या बड़े बुजुर्गों का अनुभव होता है, उन्होंने बताया है हमेशा, कुछ ऐसा. So same in the English. Examples. There are some examples of proverbs like strike while the iron is hot. It's mean that if you have something complicated to do, so you must use the opportunity when the complicated things have some weakness in it. It means that the meaning is apparent in its literal sentence, that iron, which is very hard, and iron in itself is very hard and unbreakable. So one cannot break the iron easily. So one have to, the task is really very difficult. But when the iron is hot, it means it becomes weak. So iron, when it is hot, it can be break easily. So strike while the iron is hot. This is a kind of advice. It conveys about the advice. If you have something complicated to do, so you must use the opportunity when the complicated or hard things or opposition side have some weakness in it. The grass is greener on the other side of the fence. It's mean that the others people lives always seems happier and always seems that they have good lives and happier, more successful than us. This is it reflect about the human tendency, that we all human have the same tendency that we see that दूसरों की थाली में घी ज्यादा दिखना, कहने का मतलब कि other people have much happier and much better life than ours. This is the perspective of human tendency, that we think we always think like this. The forbidden fruit is always the sweetest. It's again about the advice or moral wisdom, that things that are prohibited always seems very attractive and desirable. जिस चीज के लिए मना किया गया है वो चीज हमें पसंद आएगी ही आएगी, काश इसे हम एक बार पा लेते. Things. Action speaks louder than words. It's mean that action that speaks louder than words, because action convey the reality. Because a person might say anything, having used the word. A person might say anything. I can do this. I will do this. I have done this. I will do this. But is it the reality that the person is conveying? So you have to observe the action, because action don't lie. Action of a person really convey what he actually wants, what he really is thinking, what the person is actually doing things. Because there are the difference, like what you speak and what you do. So the action convey the reality of a person. It's all about this proverb is based on the experience and observation. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's mean that don't be ungrateful and don't be harmful to the people who support you and who take care of you. It's about the gratitude, moral wisdom, and a kind of advice that you must follow in your life for morality. Rome wasn't built in a day. Another proverb. It convey in itself like Rome, the prestigious city, was not built in one day, because Rome has the heritage, is a heritage city that has given the world a lot of things, the democracy and but it wasn't built. The great things, the greatness of Rome was not built in one day. It took a lot of sacrifices, the wars, and a lot of things that were done. So it means that important things take time to build on and to complete. So one who really want to do something great, it will take time, and you must have some patience. Again, a kind of advice and observation. These are some beautiful examples of proverbs that are based upon the observation, experiences, and all, and moral wisdom, general truth. Elements of idioms. Now we will talk about idioms, which we call muhavre in Hindi. What idioms are a little bit different from proverbs, because the proverbs has one complete sentence that conveys meaning in itself all the time. But idioms are maximum. The idioms are phrases that the literal meaning of idioms do not convey the apparent meaning, what it really means that. So idioms are more about the traditional expression of native speaker. How do native speakers see things? How do they use? How do they reflect their ideas about the situation or about the things? So they have the different meaning from the words used. As I have said, that the apparent meaning is really different from their literal level of meaning. Need to learn before to understand. One has to understand. One will never be able to know the real sense of an idiom until unless that person has to live in that place, live in that atmosphere that convey where they are used, and that they convey the native perspectives. Found in classic literature of English from Shakespeare. Shakespeare has invented a lot of phrases that is known as famous idioms. Learning idioms make English sound more native, and good idea to master over English. Here are some examples of idioms, like bite the bullet, which is very hard, made of iron. How someone can bite it? It means something very difficult. Forced to do something very hard or unpleasant. Killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, it's mean that solve two problems at one time. Once in blue moon. It's mean very rare. Moon gets blue. Very rare. Yearly. Only once in 1 year. Hit the sack. It's again very different from the real meaning of it. Go to sleep. One cannot really parallel these two sentences that they have the same meaning. Hit the sack, it's mean the Afghan, it is very native expression of English people that they use for go to sleep. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. ये बहुत ही easy है, हिंदी में हम इसको बोलते हैं शैतान का नाम लो शैतान हाजिर. The person you talk about, he appears at the very moment, we all know. Under the weather, it's mean feeling sick. Again, under the weather, you mean that weather has different phases like rain, cold, summer, spring, autumn, and the transitions of weathers like from winter to summer or summer to winter. If a body the under the weather, if a body active react sensitively, it's mean we get ill. So it is so it is equivalent to feeling sick or getting ill under the weather. We will cross the bridge when we come to it. Avoid topic of tension which has not come yet. Of course, one is it's all about the advice that to avoid the topic or to avoid the things which will give you stress and snatching your positive vibes of the present time. So why to talk about the future that is not come yet? And of course, we will solve out that problems when the problem will appear. Conclusion. Proverbs and idioms has important position in English language. Proverbs communicate collective wisdom or general truth about situations, while idioms are figurative literary speeches and ways of communicating ideas. These are the both conveys traditional ways of English languages, preserving cultural and social values of English language and useful for a student for English literature. Here are some idioms found in Shakespearean literature. Shakespeare has invented a lot of phrases in his plays that is known as very famous idioms like green-eyed monster, convey jealousy, used in the play from the play Othello, whose theme is jealousy. Wild goose chase, a goose cannot be actually whole because it will run and run and run. You cannot hold it. So it's about the hopeless pursuit from Romeo and Juliet. All that glitter is not gold. It means the outward appearances can be deceivable. It means that glittering things that seem glitter. Every glittering thing is not gold. It's mean that the thing that seems from the surface level is not always the true from the depth. The world is my oyster. Like oyster, the world offers many opportunities. The merry vibes of adventure in a pickle to be in difficult or troublesome situation from the play The Tempest. So here are some examples of the Shakespearean idioms that are phrased. So these idioms and proverbs are really very, very interesting way to communicate ideas, enrich on knowledge, and very, very interesting way of communicating. So thanks to all. Thank you.